Kia ora, Lara here, and I am going to finally do another of the 30 Days of sketches. I did do this a week or so ago. This sketch is by Lisa Sikowski, and Scrappykea is the link that you can find more information about that on. So I'm going to use some photos of me. I am working here with a kit that I put together for a monthly or 6-weekly scrapbook group that I'm part of, and this uses close to my heart products. I mix up paper collections, I mix in embellishments. Sometimes I base it around a set of papers, sometimes I base it around mix-ins or different things that are part of the current catalogue pieces, and every now and then I pull in bits from old kits as well. So some of you watching might be part of this group because I shared with you that I would be sharing the layouts on here on YouTube using each of these sketches this time around. And what I do is I include a cutting guide for all the papers so that people can get started, get the pieces cut out, and then they put together 6 layouts. So this one here is using the mix-ins. So this is the, I think, April, May, June mix-in, and it's also using the Hey Handsome paper pack and sticker sheet. So what I've done is I've cut the pieces, and those who have got the kits will be able to have the exact measurements. I do make my layouts up in advance and then I create the cutting guides, which is why some people find that my maths isn't necessarily up to scratch and a few things need to be changed around, but I maintain that that helps you create your way and make things suit what you do. So you can see I'm just cutting bits off here, but later on I go in with my trusty ruler with inch measurements, because over here in New Zealand we mostly use centimetres, and I measure the pieces so that you're able to have, people getting the kit are able to have exact lengths and things like that. So these embellishments that I've just pulled in there to have a look at. So this is the sticker sheet for Hey Handsome, and I'm looking at what stickers might work with what the sketch put out and with the way I'm pulling this together as it is. But those sort of pretty embellishments, the butterflies and things, they are from the Cassette collection. So they were part of this kit as well. So I've got my photos. These are of some new pajamas that my daughters gave me for Mother's Day this year, and I just thought that was kind of cute. So in the kit, I think I put in a spare piece of white daisy cardstock so people could do what I'm doing here now and matting the photos. So I just use my scissors to cut around this. I don't need it looking exact. Some people might want to trim their photos down and have exact 3x4, I think it is, photo mats, and then trim your photo down to fit within, but I like to just trim the cardstock around the photograph so it's got a little bit of an opportunity to stand out. So I'm going to just cut out the stickers because I want to see what this looks like on the layout, and I find that by cutting out the individual sticker it sort of helps me place it around without it sticking onto something and needing to be torn off. So while I've got the sketch and the guide that's there, I do make a few changes to suit what I'm doing. And I decide here to bring in some white gloss. Now this particular gloss seems to have sort of coagulated a little bit. It's quite a thick gloss. I do have a second one that's a little bit thinner, but this still adds that effect. I'm just wanting to change the background rather than it being sort of this gorgeous stark plaid. I do love the colours with the charcoal and the white, but just to change it up and change it around a little bit. So while that's sitting there, I'm just going to pop that aside. You'll notice that I sort of tapped the end of the brush thing on my hand just to put splatters on it, and every now and then I sort of dotted it on the page. This was just to spread it out a little bit more. So here I'm just using sponge and one of our Close to My Heart ink pads to sort of put a bit of ink around the edges of the papers that are going onto this layout, just to give them a little bit more definition and lift. It does seem to just add a bit of dimension without adding height, so that's always a bit of an advantage. So just using the same colour around all of them. I could have gone to my collection and grabbed out each of these colours. However, to keep it simple when people are putting the kit together, they could just do it with one colour, and here I've just used, I think it was the charcoal or the light grey. What colour was that? I can't even see. I put it away too quickly. Anyway, I've got all the pieces now ready to go, and it is time to check that main paper and also have a look at other embellishments that I might bring in. So this is where I bring out these corsette shapes. These are beautiful butterflies, hearts, tabs, frames, and they've all got sort of this newsprinty look. So you can sort of see that they're getting lost on the background there on my photo mat. I will show you a wee trick soon on how to sort of lift them up from that background as well, similar to what I did with the papers. So here we go, here comes my trusty ink pad, and I'm just going around the edge of each of these chipboard shapes as well. So just giving them that definition and lift. You can see up on the top left there how it already sort of separates it from that background a little bit more. Good idea to keep my ink pads lidded up. And just checking this paper, checking which position I want based on the splatters, and also checking that it is dry and ready for me to add bits to it. So starting with a sketch is really handy because it gives you the basic design. You're not having to think too much. It also gives you the opportunity to sort of explore different ideas and different layout positions and things that you wouldn't normally yourself come up with or wouldn't do naturally. So the sketch challenges that Christy puts together are always, I always have great intentions about doing all of them. I did all of them a few years ago and loved the challenge and the creativity that it brought. But I've just found since then I just have been too busy with a million other things, and I just dip in and dip out and do the ones that I think suit what I'm working on, or they might suit the layouts or the photos that I'm wanting to create with. So there's a gorgeous treasure trove of sketches within the Christy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches group that can be done. They don't have to be done in the month that they're set, but it's always nice if you share the layouts that you've done based on the different sketches. So this set of sketches is rather cool. The last couple of group the month ones that have been done are all sketches that are created specifically for the group and for these. So different scrapbookers and designers have come together and created sketches for this group, so that we can't be accused, so that Christy can't be accused of sort of copyright or taking things that aren't hers to be used by the group, even though she has no financial gain, or there's probably a personal satisfaction of people getting involved and enjoying their scrapbooking. But yeah, I really commend what she's doing with these groups and the amount of work that goes in behind the scenes to coordinate and pull it together. And she's in there commenting on people's pages and encouraging people to give it a go, as well as also YouTube playlists and things like that. So hopefully I'll get this added to the right playlist as well. So if you're coming from there, or if you're coming from my kit group, or if you're just coming because you're one of my usual subscribers, thanks heaps for watching this come together. So I felt that the edge needed a bit more definition, so I'm just using my white gel pen just to create a bit of a border around the outside. Another option here would have been to trim the paper down slightly and put it onto some white daisy cardstock, but I think that this white pen line adds just the effect I'm wanting, and it's possibly a little bit more cost effective. Hey, thanks heaps for watching. I hope you've got some inspiration. I hope you'll head over and have a look at the 30 Days of Sketches, and if you have created with this kit, I'm looking forward to seeing what you come up with in the Scrappykea Layout Kits group. Thanks for watching.